back, folks. So today we got a cool video for you here. So if you buy a Eufy E18 or an E15, how do you do the maintenance on it? Is it that hard? And no, it's not hard at all. Pretty simple. I'm just going to go through all the steps with you as I go through and complete the maintenance on this. And what you're going to need for this, I'd recommend a little pair of work gloves for when you're taking the blades off there, and some Eufy razor blades for the blades there, and also new screws. New screws are essential. Phillips screwdriver, some grease, which should come with your Eufy, and then also too some sort of brush to get rid of the grass, something along those lines to basically brush this all out and get it all nice and clean. You can use a hose to go ahead and wash this out. That is fine. This is set up enough to where it handles like water being kind of splashed on it, whatever. You cannot use a pressure washer though. So no pressure washer, no pressure washer. They make that very clear in the instructions. Because the seals, if you're using that pressure, you might force water into areas where you don't need to. In this case today, I'm just going to go ahead and just use a brush to basically get everything clean, and I think that's fine for today. Before we do any work, we need to make sure that we flip the master switch here on to off. There's our first blade that came off. You can see all the grass kind of packed in there too, so the blade couldn't really turn properly, but these blades have been pretty well used, so time to replace them. Also too, in terms of disposing them, maybe have a piece of styrofoam that from this end, you can kind of push it into the styrofoam, so when you put it in the trash, it's not going to hurt anybody or anything like that. Now, before I put it away for the season, I'll probably just get a tire brush and some water and give it a good scrub down, but we're in the middle of the season, so pretty much I got all the excess off here, and I think we're good to go for that. Installing the razor blades, we just need to make sure that that hole is over the little cylinder there that holds the screw. So basically placing it down and over. So we don't want to have it like something like that or whatever. But basically just make sure it's all nice and seated down in there. And then the screw is going to go in there like so. And then we can go ahead and get these screws tightened down. And the other thing too is the razor blade. Just make sure that the angled end is on the upside here, not the other way around. So in other words, so it kind of looks like that, where you can see that angled in there. So we went ahead and got the screws tightened down. So you can see that once that screw is completely tightened down, this has freedom of movement to go ahead and swing around as this thing is doing its thing. So just make sure that they're nice and tight and all that. And remember, we don't ever reuse the screws. We always use new screws each time, because they also come with a bit of thread locker on them as well. Next, the last thing is just a little bit of grease here around the front wheel, just so that it can turn nice and freely and has a little bit of lubrication. There we go. Now the front sensor package here, you don't want to scratch that glass or anything like that. So any dust and stuff, I just take like an air duster. And just try to get rid of as much of that dust as I can. If you are going to put something on it, I'd use something like a lens wipe or something like that. That is for lenses specifically. In the end, folks, that is it with our Eufy. We are back in business now and good to go. And just one nice little wipe here, very gentle over that sensor there. And there we go. All good. All nice and shiny. Got rid of the dirt there, so that's good. So we're back in business, ready to go, and good for a while until the razor blades wear out again. And end of season, I'll hose off the bottom, give it a scrub with like a tire brush or something like that, and make sure it dries out good, and basically put it away for the winter. And then during the winter with these, every 2 months or so, what I do is I hook them back up and charge the battery back up. They say to do that to try to keep the battery fresh and keep it going. That's it.